Hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Swag Kaguya, and I am super excited for this. We got a versus video, a proper versus video. It's not like a clip from a debate. And we have Madara versus Kaguya. And when I first initially saw the title of this, I was like, I don't know. But when I thought about it for a second before clicking this, I'm like, it's quite close this, because I feel like Kaguya could potentially win this. She got her like dimensions she can teleport to. She could potentially destroy them, and they're meant to be like planetary. Madara was so freaking OP, and he was beating Naruto, he was beating Sasuke, and Naruto and Sasuke only beat Kaguya by sealing her. They didn't actually like beat her, if you know what I mean. Like, they didn't overpower her anyway, and they weren't overpowering Madara, so that I don't know how they're going to scale this, how Swag's going to do this, but I'm just going to get into this. I'm not the scaler. I'm not the person that looks into this and does this. I'm just like, that's my first, my initial thoughts on this is like, Naruto and Sasuke, I don't feel like could have beat Madara at that point. And then Kaguya comes along, and then the only way they beat her was not by actually beating her, but by sealing her. So let's just get into this, shall we?
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hey.
It's your boy, me.
It's
I have my good friend Seth, the programmer, here with me today.
Oh,
say hi,
sweet!
everybody. Hello.
Class!
So you might notice I sound a little bit under the weather, and that is because I have the flu. I've had it for a couple days.
Oh, Seth
anyway,
and Swag.
what's more important is the topic of this video, not just because.
Alright, let's be honest, bro. Swag Kaguya has been the Madara channel for like 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Everybody
Madara beats everybody,
we gotta clear
man.
the air. Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody.
get up.
Hey, man. Swag. Like it'll just be all my comments. Everybody will be
It
like,
will be.
nobody, blank. Swag. Well, Madara would win. Like, dude, I get it.
Every
Leave me
fucking
alone.
video.
So yeah, let's just wipe the
That
slate
is-
clean. Let's get this out
Yeah.
there. Madara loses this fight real bad.
Oh, right, okay, there we go.
Not even close.
Yeah.
I made a video a really long time ago.
That's- yeah, okay,
saying something otherwise. But today I'm going to
There we go.
explain why I was wrong and why Kaguya would just
Doo-doo on him.
rattle Madara
Poop.
around. Yeah, just doo-doo
Just
on
poop,
him
poop.
with the help of my friend Seth here.
Should
So why don't
suplex
you
him.
go ahead and start?
This is
us off?
good. Right, cool.
Alright, so to clear the air. Clear the air, because this is a common misconception people have. No, Madara would not seduce Kaguya in the battle. That's okay.
There we go.
We know Naruto can do it with the sexy jutsu.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
that.
she was like, she was clearly
She was taken aback by that.
bottled some stuff
She
up
was like,
for
whoa.
a while because she'd been
Yeah.
like sealed for 1,000 years or whatever.
Right.
It's like, whoa, what's going on?
Swag kind of came up with a little bit of theory, like maybe Kaguya's kind of more into interracial stuff, and like that's why she kind of got with a human,
What?
and she
Yeah,
got with
see, like
Naruto.
she was more into Naruto's like sexy jutsu clone. So like if it was like somebody who looked exactly like her,
Maybe she wouldn't be into it, and also, let's just get it out of the way. It's out of character, man. Madara ain't going for that. So there's
Yeah,
ain't
he
no
ain't doing that.
sexy business.
Right,
I
that's
don't want
funny.
to hear this at all.
There's
in
no
the
way
comments.
Madara's gonna
Get
throw
that-
her off
get it
with
out.
that
Real
kind of
talk,
like
though.
thing.
Real talk.
Cool.
What do you
Right.
think about Madara versus Kaguya, just in terms of raw strength? We'll get like techniques later, but like raw
stated
strength.
by Naruto and Sasuke that Kaguya's like more than double Madara strength or something. Like,
Yeah.
I think they like Naruto or Sasuke is like, yeah, Madara
feels
wasn't
greater
even
than
half
Madara's.
this strong. Now that's probably downplaying Kaguya a lot too, because she makes Madara look like a lot less than half her strength. But I mean, and just her feats and stuff too. Like, did you see that expansive truth-seeking orb?
That's what I'm
Madara
talking
didn't do
about,
that.
like, that's what I was
Skyline
talking about.
Meteor's cool and all, but she's gonna
Yeah, like-
blow up a star.
Star level.
Kaguya made like her own like solar system, like dimension, like possible universe thing. And,
Multiple ones.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Madara clearly has nothing like that. Madara is just kind of learning how to
He
use
can't do
like,
anything
the
like that at
essence
all,
of
no.
Kaguya's ability, but that's been withering away over the years, and he's just getting like a fart sniff of it or something. and
Yeah.
he's sort of getting, like, but Sasuke implies that like Kaguya is something he can't even imagine existed.
Yeah.
Like, and Naruto freaks out.
Look, they
it's, like,
couldn't
to
have
the
beat
point
her.
Where they're not like, oh, I want to see how strong this guy gets or anything like that in some Dragon Ball. They're like, actually tried to stop Kaguya from like appearing at all. Like,
Yeah, they're both terrified. They're like, what do we do?
Yeah. How do we cope with this?
Like
we
when
can't cope.
Madara, like they
There's
were
no
all
coping.
he's like, I'm not gonna beat you, Madara, and then he like claps his hands together, and Sasuke shows up. He's like, we are. There's none of that. There were no quips or anything. They had a completely different attitude when fighting her.
So did the other characters too. Sakura's like, she's a god. In terms of strength, we'll just finish the strength portion, then we'll go into the more kind of combat headcanon.
Right, cool.
But another like strength point is
because I feel like with Kaguya she doesn't do physical stuff. I feel like Madara has
shadow clones are duking it out
slight
with
up
Madara's
on
limbo
that,
clones.
but
You could say
I don't think it helps him.
Madara's not using his full abilities. You might be able to say Naruto's not using his full abilities either. It's just like when you look at Madara's limbo clones, you have to ask yourself, are they holding back? Like, are they holding it back against Naruto's shadow clones? Like, why are the limbo clones holding back? Don't they want Madara to do the infinite Tsukuyomi?
To win.
Do they think it's beneath
Don't they
him
want
or
him to
something?
do what he's wanting?
It's just some questions to ask, and then Naruto himself has numerous ways to amp himself beyond that. So it's more like a debate, like, you know, Madara versus Naruto when it comes to strength, I feel like, rather than Kaguya. Madara does have things he can pull out, so does Naruto. I'm not saying, you know, like, Madara loses to Naruto or something, but it is something to consider. So, like, for example, Kaguya is fighting, like, the dimension-filling shadow clone ultimate
infinite, like,
or whatever.
Yeah, that throws like a fucking 2,000 like hail beast bomb Rasen shuriken at her. Yeah,
right. Yeah, and then it's like these like Kaguya. If there's like a gif of it, like Kaguya's just like spinning around, just casually slapping these clones away that were controlling limbo or whatever, and then Naruto with Boil Release is able to like deck her in the schnoz, but apparently Boil Release is like comparable to like Gates Release in the data book or something. Like it's like an insane.
Oh yeah, I remember this. We were talking about this the other day. Yeah, it's like opening up the gates or something. Like when
it's like comparable to Lee's ability to use like taijutsu gates or some weird something weird. Now it's not saying he's as strong as Lee and Gates. It's saying like the increase or like the skill is similar.
It's like a similar buff.
So, and I think I'll just get this out of the way. When you're talking about just like a skill battle, first things first.
Before we move on from power to skill, I wanna get the elephant, because I know people are gonna still comment. Well, I don't know, man. Madara was holding back, but Kaguya wasn't really like using her full. Like it took a while for her to like stabilize, right? Like after she like
she's still getting used to her form and being
crazy,
there, and
she turned into that like big bubble of all the Biju with like a rabbit head. After that, she condensed and got stronger. Like Zetsu even says so. And you also can't quantify how much Madara would have even been holding back anyway. It's just like the best possible argument you can make for Madara, and it's still really flimsy, is that he was trying to draw out his fight with Naruto and Sasuke because it was going to be his last major fight.
And he's like, I want to enjoy this.
You know, resigned to his office job of just floating in the sky and watching everybody in their
watching everyone be happy now.
Yeah, you know, like he was just like, oh man, I'm going to be bored. Might as well enjoy myself. So like maybe he wasn't trying that hard, but
because he's like,
you know, again, he would have had to be holding back a lot to close that gap between like losing to like 5 clones and Kaguya no-diffing like 2,000 of them. It's just a really weak argument. You have to go, like, you have to hinge your argument on Madara's skill being able to carry him in this, and that's what Seth was about to.
That's where I was going with as well.
Even it's just one more thing on power.
I feel like Madara is got a lot more going for him skill-wise and abilities than Kaguya. She don't do fights, but what she can do is just like.
So 2 was Boil Release, which is like a multiplier, so it's like not normal Naruto. Kaguya just manhandles Sasuke Susanoo like nothing, and that's probably stronger than base Naruto's 6 paths. Because he needed Kurama mode to fight that.
And they didn't even beat her. They sealed her.
God Kamui that just ignore it, like her durability and power just doesn't even matter anyway. Like because Kakashi just ignores it.
He just like negs her durability.
And then Sakura like punches her in the back of the head when she has no chakra left because she just used the
totally takes advantage of that situation.
The TSO. She was huffing and puffing already earlier from her battle with Naruto and Sasuke, and then she just used all her chakra, and then Sakura comes out of nowhere and just punches her in the head. Which, by the way, she just should have used Shinra Tensei right there or something.
Yeah, I've said this many times. Why didn't she use Shinra Tensei to save herself? She would have won.
Yeah, maybe she just couldn't or something. But it's
why?
Yeah,
every one of the people who inherited her powers can do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nagato can do it. Why can't she?
Right, exactly. Her son can use it, like, and just has a Renegon ability. She has like an amped Renegon. So, there's no inconsistency with Kaguya's power. Like, the only time she ever struggles is with versus them with like amps. So what I was gonna say with skill, it was like, the first thing you got to get out of the way is, does Kaguya just BFR Madara? Does she just remove him from the battlefield with one teleport?
Because like, how is he gonna get back?
Yeah, he can't do anything.
And it's like,
stuck.
Maybe you could argue, he has like the third eye.
Bye.
But the problem then becomes,
I'll deal with you
if Kaguya starts teleporting Madara around, Madara is going to run out of chakra first. Like, even if you just say Madara is more skilled, he's not really out brawling Kaguya's muscles, alright? Like, it's not happening. Kaguya was getting tired from a few jumps, and she was considered unimaginable compared to Madara in terms of raw chakra.
I give Madara like 2, dude, at max, and then he's like done.
So it's like, even if you just do like old school swag Madara love session, it's just like, it's not.
Still not.
It just still doesn't really mean anything.
Sorry,
so, I mean, other than that, what other abilities do you think?
Well, the only way we can even continue this discussion is if we talk under the premise that Kaguya won't just like get rid of Madara by teleporting him into.
Just do it straight away. Like, what she do?
My controller up her butt or something.
Like, why wouldn't she?
She's trying to get Madara's chakra back, like she did with Naruto and Sasuke. So she wants to actually fight him herself. In that case, then again, you have to rely on Madara being so much more skilled than Kaguya that he's able to make up for like the difference in strength. And Kaguya is kind of dumb, as we just said. She should have used Shinra Tensei, and she definitely should be able to, and didn't. And like, Madara's, like really smart, and he makes all
he
these,
is
like,
super smart, man,
or whatever. And he's like a genius who like developed all his own jutsu, and like, so he has this like huge arsenal. He knows how to use it well. He didn't have to try very hard against the allied shinobi forces, like even all at the same time. Clearly a very skilled guy. The thing is, it's hard to say how much of that was Madara being skilled and how much of that was him being obscenely overpowered compared to everybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? So let's say
he was so
take,
strong.
Like, Madara and put him down to like 10 power level, right? And then you put like Kaguya in like EMS Madara's body, right? Like, just because Madara is smarter, like, he's not gonna win.
Yeah, just because of the brains doesn't mean you have the brawn.
This is all I'm saying. Equal stats, Hiruzen probably would bop Madara. That's all I'm saying. Like he probably would. Well,
same with
Madara.
like Shikamaru, Itachi, all really good strategists. Probably
give anyone with a brain.
Even Tobirama.
And another thing too is like versus Kaguya, you had Sasuke, who Madara was just jerking off for being so insane.
He's like, well done, boy.
Sasuke, right? Sasuke is considered a very intelligent type fighter in terms of Naruto. Like, he was outsmarting Deidara. Everyone considered him
made Deidara look like an idiot, bro.
Yeah, and he was like a like prodigy child, like that he loved or whatever.
Well, Deidara figured out how to turn clay into bombs.
Yeah,
like,
that's something else.
Stupid. And he like trained his eye to be immune to genjutsu or whatever. Like, all this stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, you can't affect me now because I've got like
right?
He had a lot going on.
And Sasuke just comes out here and just runs mental circles around the guy. And, even with the help of Naruto, steroid hacks Kakashi. Like, the most crazy
ridiculous. I've got
power
two
I've ever seen. And
Mangekyo Shakens now with a Susanoo.
Obito for a little bit. Sasuke isn't able to use his superior intellect and skill to beat Kaguya by himself.
Right. And Kakashi, another thing people don't realize is Kakashi has an insane brain himself. He's stated
he
he's smarter than Shikamaru on a couple of things.
Yes.
Even if you don't say he is smarter or something, you still say he's if Shikamaru could come up with it, I'm still a really strong intellect. I probably could come up with something similar or something. He's implying that, and that was earlier. Kakashi gets smarter throughout the series, and then Sakura herself. Sakura, her main thing is her deduction ability. It's not really emphasized too much, but that's her real big quirk. Like, she could see through Sasori's poisons and stuff like that.
Near the end of the series, it's not as obvious, but, like, when they're first introduced, the whole gimmick is that Naruto is just dumb, but Sasuke is battle smart and Sakura's book smart. Naruto doesn't have either of these things.
Yeah. And Kakashi was, like, kind of looking at Sakura's, like, advice on how Tobi's abilities worked. Like, Sakura came to, like, the deduction of, like, Obito's, like, not actually there or something, or, like, he's teleporting, and before Kakashi did, so, like, you have, like, all of these geniuses, and then Naruto's not smart, but, like, he's kind of, like, smart in his own weird, quirky way.
Yeah, I don't know how you would either. Like, it's awkward, isn't it? Like, how do you describe Naruto's smartness?
The fight has a lot of examples.
He just picks things up as he goes on the battlefield, doesn't he?
He outsmarted Pain, who was, like, way stronger than him, and, like, beat multiple paths with, like, really cool strategies and whatever. You know, like, Naruto's not stupid. So you have these 4 people.
He is, but when it comes to a fight, he's not
just as skilled as Madara. I mean, like, Naruto, like, figured out how to, like flying Raijin teleport everybody out of the barrier before Obito could blow him up.
Yeah, that was
before
clever.
even Minato or Tobirama thought of it.
Plus, Obito was also there, and Obito is like this Palpatine, like, master Sith Lord in the background for most of the series, and he's clearly a genius. Like, and Obito was also kind of seeing through Madara's BS, even when he was growing up. He's like, I've never trusted you. I knew what you were trying to do to me all the time. I knew you had that thing in my heart. He's like, he saw through Madara's a lot, and he knew how to manipulate him as well. Like, when he came back as an Edo, he's like, no, you're gonna listen to what I do, Madara. Like, you're under my control. Like, Obito wasn't no slouch when it came to IQ.
Obito actually literally won the mind game.
Yeah.
He became the Jubi Jinchuriki
He did.
Madara, which is exactly what he wanted,
He outsmarted Madara a little bit, and then it was like...
Just a bit.
Is Madara's IQ really greater than all of these guys together? Like,
I mean, not to say that he's, like,
not.
stupid. He's probably, like relative to them.
Yeah.
But, like, not, like... He's not making them look like fools, right?
Exactly.
And so, like, if all of them working together with all their power and all their, like, combined tactical ability and their combined strength, like, I just don't see how, like, Madara would be able to solo it if all of Team 7 couldn't.
Now, I'm not going to sleep on Madara. Like, let me bring up some stuff.
Give some things that he could
like,
do.
He outsmarted all 5 Kage at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, he's able to, like, create these clones or whatever that they didn't see through. He's like a genius when it comes to, like, his deductions with other people using their abilities to maybe, like... Maybe he would use a weird, like, cloning tactic to trick Kaguya and, like, try to rip her soul out or something. Like, I don't know if the soul rip, you can only do it versus people that are weaker than you.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if I
have
talked to you about this or if I just thought about it unrelated, but, like, the only people we see it done to are, like, Shizune and, like, KCM Naruto versus Nagato, who's...
But he couldn't do it right away. Like,
right.
Yeah, you had to, like, have a tug-of-war.
Well, Naruto was clearly losing that fight, like, really bad. And maybe, I don't want to get into that, because you can maybe
I think he was weaker anyway, but yeah.
Maybe it's because Naruto was fatigued, whatever, but Naruto was clearly at the disadvantage there, and Nagato was able to do it, but you don't ever see, like and Obito mentions doing it to Yamato, who, like, Obito eclipses, like, many times over, but then, like, when he's fighting, you know, Kakashi, Guy, Naruto, and B, he doesn't try it on any
Doesn't do any of them,
so, you know, it is really weird, and I
Something
feel like
that you only use on people that
just, like, a
weaker than
freebie
you?
that people give Rinnegan users a lot of the time that maybe they don't deserve. Because, like, why wouldn't Sasuke have done it versus Naruto, you know? Like, he was pretty good with his Rinnegan powers. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and the thing about souls in Naruto is, like, chakra inherently has your soul in it anyway.
It's a weird
You're
one.
kind of using, like, spiritual energy. Like,
for
instance, like, Minato's body, when it got damaged, his soul got damaged. You know, when he turned into a spirit after, you know, the Edo Tensei was released, his arms were still gone, right? Because the chakra was disappeared. You know, Dawn can use, like, ghosts and stuff. Like, spirits tend to be linked to chakra, and it's even, like, in the name, like, it's like physical and spiritual energy, you know, mixed together, or mental energies too. So it's like, and we already saw, you know, Naruto tug-of-warring it, And if this is the case, like they have like spirit resistance, it would explain like why Obito wasn't just like, come here, Nine Tails, like bah,
Boom, got you.
out of his body. Like it's because
Just
Naruto was
straight out.
stronger than him, right? So he can't do that. Like he can't just, and it would make him vulnerable or something as well. Like so, obviously, versus Kaguya, who also has a Renegon who might be able to rip out Madara's soul.
Madara's soul,
Not
yeah.
only
Oh my
would
God,
it
can
be
you
a
imagine just straight
really
away?
sketchy maneuver that might not work, but Kaguya might just turn around and take his soul out, so it's not a plausible theory.
The final nail in the coffin that we haven't mentioned yet is Zetsu knows everything about Madara, and he's right there in Kaguya's sleeve.
That's true.
So, like, even if you give Madara the benefit of the doubt in skill and
Zetsu would help.
strategy, Zetsu will just tell her everything to do. Like,
he's been there the whole
by
time.
way,
He's been there the
with
whole time.
Naruto and Sasuke,
Yeah.
but Zetsu was literally right there next to Madara
Damn,
the
yeah.
entire time.
And if y'all want to talk about big brain, Zetsu's got the biggest brain, like in the, whole, in the whole series, like just by default.
Knows everything.
Pretty
Been
much
there the whole
wrote
time.
all of Naruto, bro.
He wrote all of Naruto just.
He was there the whole time beforehand. He was there
He like by
before
default has the biggest
and
brain.
till the
Like,
end.
It's just not a debate.
Kind
And
of.
He knows all of Madara's weaknesses, and it's just honestly, in my opinion, that's all I personally would think would have to be said.
Damn.
But if you have
Yeah,
any
it's
closing, closing thoughts?
No, we've been talking about this for quite a while. Next time,
Class.
really good, really great matchup. Could Kaguya beat the whole Akatsuki? Really not
Could
sure.
Probably.
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
a super close
Kakuzu's multi-continental.
I love it. Kaguya could definitely beat all the Akatsuki, but I don't know about Itachi. Haha. That was class. I'm so glad Swag put out another video. And I like that they're doing videos again together. That's really nice. That's really cool. Everything is sorted with them. That's cool. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. It's awesome. No, that was class. That was class. Because like, I'm pretty sure I was like, I don't like staying straight up with these things. Like, boom. But yeah, I was pretty sure Kaguya had that because, yeah, Naruto and Sasuke couldn't beat him. And then they didn't even beat Kaguya, really. They sealed it, so, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe already, leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys. next time.